Buongiorno everyone, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV and welcome to this week's preview. The first away game of the season, Brighton and Hove Albion, the long trip down to the south coast, train strikes and everything, yet Newcastle United still sold out their allocation. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make this one, but we will be having a live watch along here on the Magpie Channel TV, so stay tuned for that one around 2:50 on Saturday afternoon, 10-15 minutes or so before the kickoff. We will be live running you through the full game, so get yourselves locked in for that one. Should be an exciting one. Newcastle United have never actually won a top flight game at the AMEX Stadium. At Brighton, within 5 attempts of it in the Premier League, we've never managed to win a game there. A couple of draws, couple of defeats. Last season was a draw thanks to Isaac Hayden goal. I was there for that one, and where Eddie Howe was in the stands. Now this is a return for Dan Ashworth and Dan Byrne, all of the Dans, going back to Brighton this weekend. The well-liked Dans from Brighton, you know, the big fans of Byrne and Ashworth weren't there at Brighton, especially Ashworth, you know, he totally transformed their club. So he should get a warm reception. Dan Byrne, he'll be starting again. Will we see Sven Botman start, or will Eddie Howe keep faith in Botman and Fabian Shaw? Fabian Shaw, the goal scorer against Nottingham Forest, to open that up with a screamer in our first Premier League game back this season at St James's Park. A much needed goal after Newcastle United dominated that game. Now there was no side in the Premier League last weekend that had more shots on and off target than Newcastle United, so that shows how much of a powerful performance that was from Eddie Howe's Black and White Army. But that was against a newly promoted Forest side who barely touched the ball. They actually didn't have a shot on target themselves. Now this weekend is going to be a lot trickier. I watched Brighton beat Manchester United very comfortably at Old Trafford. Brighton Munich with Graham Potter in charge, doing bits there. They were absolutely tremendous. I've got to big them up and praise them. They were class against Man United. Yes, Man United weren't great, but Brighton definitely were. Brighton were fully in control of that game. The high intensity pressing from Potter's side was so impressive. As soon as they lost the ball, there was 3 or 4 of them around the Man United shirts, putting pressure on, winning the ball back and making things happen for the Seagulls. Now they should have been further ahead in that game. They should have had that game wrapped up, won it 2-1 in the end. But it was a rather easy day at the others for Brighton. That was the first time they've ever won at Old Trafford, and they did it, like I say, resoundingly. Very much a controlled performance from them. I thought Caicedo in the middle of the park was class. We've got to watch out for him. That should be a good battle between Caicedo and Joelinton. And then you had Danny Welbeck up front. Danny Welbeck, I think it's his 50th birthday next week, and he's still out here in the Premier League doing bits. He's paced, he's still there, he's like a fine wine. Danny Welbeck, he's still doing well for them up top, he's still causing problems, he's still a threat. Pascal Gross with the goals at the weekend. Trossard is a very good winger as well. Brighton have got a good side, a very good side, a very well coached side, a very well drilled side, and they know exactly what they need to do. They stick to their game plans tremendously well. They've always got the tactics in place, and they're a tough nut to crack. This is not going to be an easy game. It's no surprise that Newcastle have never won there in the Premier League out of 5 attempts, to be honest, because it's not an easy place to go. They will try and get a foothold on the game and try and control the game. For this one, for me, away from home, a point in the Premier League is always a good result, and I would take that. Especially after winning the first game against Forest, that was the all-important one. To get off the season with a W, to start the campaign with 3 points is what mattered. If we can go to Brighton and get a point, I would take that right now. It is a Saturday 3 PM traditional kick-off away to Brighton, so like I said, we will have the watch-along for that. That, again, will make it a tight game, I think. I just think it will be a very close game, this one. It won't be an easy game for Newcastle. I'm not confident, but I'm not overly confident either that we can go there and steamroll them. I think Eddie Howe will keep faith in that same team that beat Nottingham Forest and go there and try and get the win. But for me, like I said, I would take a point all day long. I think it'll be a close encounter. I wouldn't expect many goals, but I am interested in the battle between Potter and Howe. 2 future potential England candidates for the next managerial role for the national side. Them 2 going head to head. Ashworth and Byrne returning to the AMEX. It's going to be an interesting one. Look at it, I think it'll be a close game. It'll be a tight game. It'll be a tricky test for Newcastle United before an even bigger test next week at home to Manchester City the following Sunday. So I think it is quite important that we do go there and get a result. My score prediction for this one, I'm going to go for a 1-1. I'm going to go that we still cannot win there. It's like a case. I'm going to say that we still cannot win at the AMEX. I'm going to go for a 1-1. But if I'm going to be over the top, or be leaning on the confident side of things, the positive side of things, I'll go for a 2-0 Newcastle win. Somewhere in between. As long as we don't get beat, I'll be a happy man come Saturday afternoon, and we'll keep that run going before we play City, Haaland and Pep next Sunday. But it's all about this Saturday. Brighton away, big game, hard game. Can Newcastle continue, maybe get back-to-back wins? Can we get back-to-back wins to start the season? That would be unreal. Will we see Botman? Probably not. Keg will be here for his lineup prediction on Friday, as always. We are in BetMate this week, as always, as well. So BetMate, we are in the 3 PM pot for them. £3 entry, £600 pot prize. Make sure you just have a look at that. Get amongst that. You can get a free £5 bet if you sign up using the code TMC5 if you haven't already. Check that out. The link will be in the description. Check us out on match day. Like I said, we'll be here for the live watch along at around 2:45, 2:50 PM. Then we'll be there for the immediate live reaction after the game. Player ratings after the game. And I want to hear from all of you lot in the chat as well. Drop your comments below in this video too, what you think the score will be at the AMEX on Saturday. Newcastle away to Brighton. Just watching everyone, subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself.